Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? It's your boy Trent back with another video, and we are going to be continuing our series. If you guys didn't know, we're doing the best targets for the Miami Heat, and we're doing by position. So far, we did center and also small forward, and today we are going to be discussing some targets for the point guard position, mainly backup point guard because Terry Rozier will be our starting guard heading into next year. Now I do want to say thank you guys so much for the support. If you guys enjoy Miami Heat content and want to stay updated, this is the perfect channel for y'all. So smash the subscribe button, turn on notifications, drop a like, comment once again. And I'm commenting some point guards that you want the Miami Heat to target. And once again, I appreciate you guys so much. You're the best supporters in the world. Now, going into today's video, the number one player, and this is not in order or anything like that, but I got Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. I believe was hurt. He finished the season off injured, but there was a stretch playing on the Brooklyn Nets, which he played some really good basketball. His numbers don't look the greatest, but he definitely had games where he shined out. Now, mind you, I want to continue to say backup point guard. That is cheap and affordable. That makes sense. Anybody is better than Patty Mills at this point. You get what I'm trying to say? So last year played 56 games played, and averaged about 18.9 minutes a game. 6.6 points, 43% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, 2.9 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 1.2 steals. Definitely has that ability to play some really, really good defense. And we all know the Miami Heat like players that can switch 1 through 5, and I think he does bring that ability. The season before that was averaging 8 points a game. Similar numbers, but also his playmaking was a little bit up, so does bring that. But as you notice, throughout his career, is always going to average around that 1.2, 1.4 steal mark. People tend to forget, he still was a lottery pick in 2017. His career hasn't panned out too well, but has a frame about 6'2", 6'3" wingspan. Still very, very young, 26 years old. And I will say he's on a very favorable contract. I got to continue to throw that out there because he do be cheap. So when we do look at his contract, which is right here, 1 year, $2.5 million, I think that fits around the range for the Miami Heat. Sorry about that if you heard that noise. It's the damn water bottle popping and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is going to be a player I think the Miami Heat should target. Let us know what you guys think. Now, the second one does have a bigger name. He will be a Hall of Famer, won MVPs and stuff like that, but no longer the same player. Russell Westbrook. I do believe Russell Westbrook will be leaving the Clippers for a better opportunity. Last year, played 68 out of 82 games. One thing about Russell Westbrook, if he's not injured, he's always going to go 110%. A lot of NBA players do not do that. It doesn't matter if it's regular season. It doesn't matter if it's game 1 or game 82. He's always going to go try his best. But coming off the bench, averaged 22 minutes a game, 11 points, 45% from the field, 27% from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.1 steal. Didn't perform the greatest in the playoffs, I will say, and definitely struggled. But also wasn't really put in the greatest positions. There was games where he was sitting in the corner. And so, Russell Westbrook needs to have a great coach around him to play his best basketball. It's really simple as that, or just have the ball in his hand. As Russ has the ball in his hand, he can easily average you a triple-double. There's pros and cons when it comes to this stuff, but I feel like Russ could still be good in this league. And, Russ coming off the bench for the Miami Heat will make sense a lot. But I know a lot of people are not interested in Russell Westbrook, and that's fair enough because, like I said, he's 35 years old, has more cons than pros at the moment, but I do think he will be available, and I think that could be one of the players that, you look at. And also, he is on a cheap deal, 2 years, $7 million, about 3.9 salary around there. So, anyways, on to the next. Another player that I personally wanted this the offseason before, and I think it's perfect, is going to be my man Patrick Beverley. As y'all see on the screen, played for the 76ers this year and then got traded to the Bucks, but averaged about 20 minutes a game per season, per team that he was playing on. Similar numbers, 6.6.3, 39% from the field. His field goal percentage was down a little bit, but his three-point percentage was up, had more rebounds. His assists did go down, and his steals were up. But in the playoffs, he did play a big factor. There was some games where he went out there and put up 20 and 10. Well, actually, he didn't. This was not a playoff game, but he still has these moments where he puts 20 and 10 and 3. But he did have that playoff game where, he outshined Tyrese Haliburton. He had 13 points, 12 assists, 4 for 7. Like, he still brings ability. And to a player like him, I think he fits the Miami Heat culture, just the toughness. You want a type of player like this on your team, 100%. I personally do. I think it makes perfect sense to bring him over here. And then you know, when we look at his contract, like you expect a bigger deal from Patrick Beverley, but the deal was fairly cheap, man. You know, I think the Miami Heat definitely look at this. Look at this, 1 year, 3.1 million. Maybe he returns to the Bucks, maybe he doesn't. We'll see. You know, the Bucks was hurt this year, so maybe thinks, okay, let's run it back and stuff like that. But man, having Patrick Beverley on this team would be awesome. So I think that's honestly my favorite pick, especially for him to come off the bench and do whatever. You know, has the capability of scoring, has the capability of getting the fans all rallied up and getting the crowd going, and then has the capability of, you know, getting in the player's head. So I think it makes perfect sense. And then, so those are the 3 players, but there's obviously some names that I do want to look at. Obviously, we're not going to bring Kyle Lowry back. D'Lo, too expensive. Fultz would be a good pickup, but he's too expensive. I personally don't want Tyus Jones on my team, but a player like Gary Payton, who is injury prone, I will say, is definitely solid. Reggie Jackson's very good. A nice backup for the Denver Nuggets. Maybe the Miami Heat won't be able to afford him, but I think those couple players right there do make a lot of sense. And then lastly, we could talk about Cameron Payne. Always been that veteran player in this league, which, you know, been in the championship moments, you know, brings a toughness and all that good stuff. I will bring his numbers up. Played for the 76ers this year. Just hold up. Just hold up 1 sec. Yeah, like I said, he played for the 76ers, and it's going to be right there. He averaged about 9 points a game, 41% for the field, 38% for the three-point line, and 3 assists. Always has been a solid piece, played solid in the playoffs, got 14, 15, 16 minutes in that Knicks series, hit some big threes, hit some momentum swings. So those are the bigs that I think those are the guards that I think the Miami Heat should go after. Once again, if y'all enjoyed today's video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And tomorrow, well, the next day, we're going to be doing some other positions. So have a great night. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all the best supporters in the world. And I'm out of here. Peace.